Anime for Blondes.
Our guy has made his debut in this show.
Oh my god, did he?
I'm kind of upset about it, and here's why. Action!
Hello, I'm Becca.
And I'm Allie.
And welcome to Anime for Blondes.
The girly pop podcast made for girls, gays, theys, and blondes.
The blondes is crucial.
Happy fall!
Happy fall. It's not even really fall.
It is in spirit.
It's so fall in spirit, if you can't tell by our summer to fall transition look.
Yeah, so like the trick is you can't go right into wearing jeans and sweaters and boots.
Yes.
You have to slowly add more and more fall things to your wardrobe.
Exactly. Like she has like sweater, tank top.
It's a
long
skirt. Tank top, but it's a sweater and it's a fall color.
I've got the sweater, but I've got the skort, the denim short skort. So it's like I got the Uggs, you guys.
But like they're the short Uggs.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I like wore sandals, but they were like fall-y sandals.
Exactly.
So that's our little fashion trip this
Yeah.
That's our little fashion tip this week.
Yeah, fashion tips from Anime for Blondes. Subscribe for more.
Since we always look so cute. And today we're talking about DanDaDan.
Of course, what else?
And our guy has made his debut in this show.
Oh my god, did he?
And you know what? I'm kind of upset about it, and here's why.
Okay.
Because I've been planning to meet him for years, obviously. On my bingo card for the last 3 years was meet Bryce Papenbrook at FanX.
Yes.
And I just haven't had the chance yet. But the question I wanted to ask him when I did was, which character that you've voiced do you think is the cringiest?
And there's just no
There's
question
no
anymore.
question anymore. It's like that. It's not even a fun question because I thought it was going to be funny because in my head, I imagined the interaction. In my head, he would be like, oh, Cat Noir, he's like super cringe. And then
as you're in your full
in my like Cat Noir costume.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then I was gonna be like, oh no, Kirito is way cringier than Cat Noir.
Oh, you were ready. You had this all.
Yeah, exactly.
You had this on deck.
Exactly. But now, no, there's no point in asking. I have to come up with a new question because he's voiced literally the most like kind of insufferable like cringy character I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and this has got to be like his most original but also worst voice.
Yes.
Like, I hate this guy's voice.
But that means
not
he's
Bryce,
doing a good
the
job.
character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even sound like Bryce. It's so funny.
No, it does. In moments, it sounds like him.
It does, but it's like, if I was watching this, I don't know if I would be playing the game of like, who is this?
Okay.
Like, I don't think I'd be like, is this Bryce Papenbrook?
Yeah, I wish
it's different from what he's done.
I wish we didn't have the knowledge ahead of time. I wish
if we had been surprised.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should unfollow him so that we can be surprised.
Yeah, we need to be surprised by his next project.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, I love it when it's a surprise.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, it's that TikTok audio. Is that Bryce Papenbrook? Oh, that would also be a great use for that I'll be there audio.
I'll be there. That would be funny.
But
we love him.
Yeah, we love him.
And hopefully we're going to meet him and Alex Lee at FanX.
Yes!
They have yet to be announced, but...
Alex Lee's been announced.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I was scrolling through and I didn't see him.
He was announced a while ago.
Oh.
I sent you a screenshot. And then I was like, one down, one to go.
Okay,
you don't
period.
Remember that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm worried, and now I need to double check if you were scrolling and you didn't see him on the list. Now I'm scared.
I know, now I'm worried too. But maybe I just didn't scroll far enough or something?
He was announced, months ago.
Okay.
It's been a while.
See, and that's what always scares me.
I know.
Because literally all of the posts, like, all of their most recent posts are like, updates, this person can no longer be there. And I'm like, no.
Oh, that's
and
so scary.
It always has me scared.
Oh, I'm so scared. Like, all of our plans were on
Alex,
Alex
please.
Lee.
Alex.
Like, Bryce Papenbrook, okay, I've waited 3 years. If I have to wait another, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever, that's on me. Alex Lee, I need you to be there this
No, like,
year.
we need you.
I'm making my costume for you.
Yes, like, Alex, please, if you see this.
I'm gonna clip this and put this on our social media for there to be a higher chance of him seeing this. Please, I need you to be at FanX.
Please, Alex, the whole shtick. The whole podcast rides on you being there.
Kinda. A little bit. Like, for that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but this isn't, contrary to what it sounds like, this isn't about Alex Lee.
But, like, he's in this episode.
He is! No, he's
not, actually.
He's not in this episode. episode at all.
He is in the show, though.
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious. He hasn't even been introduced, like, for most of the episode.
I know.
Okay, so this episode was funny because it's, like, flashback scenes for a while.
Yeah, so the cold open is just like... Malachi's like, that's a cool alarm clock on the opening shot of the alarm clock. It's just a regular alarm clock, but the cool part about it is the way they animated it with it, like, the frame getting brighter because the sun's rising outside. Mm-hmm. So we see the morning routine. Oh, this was funny. Malachi goes, get ready with me. I was like, I can't believe you made that joke.
Okay, online king.
I guess. Or that just tells you how online I am.
Yes,
and then he's always next to me, so.
Exactly.
Cringy, like, yeah, he does a little get ready with me morning vlog, and he has a freaking...
He's crazy with his comb. You want to buy a watch? Literally.
Type jacket with his combs. And then he, like, pulls one out, and then he does, like, a freaking pose.
Yeah.
And it's
he's trying so hard to be cool.
And it's so embarrassing. It's so cringe.
Yeah.
And I just feel like we all knew this kid.
I know. We really did.
We really did.
We really did.
And... so he's walking to school and he's singing a song, and they keep it in Japanese. So it's Bryce Papenbrook in the English dub singing the Japanese like lyrics.
Yeah, for the like beginning, I was like, "Are we watching the wrong one?"
Nope. That's him.
That's Bryce.
And he's like singing really loud to himself, and he's got this serious face on. And then when he falls into the crowd of students, he like gets quiet.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Oh,
and then cut to Okarun being like, he's like psyching himself up to go talk to Momo.
Uh-huh.
And it's that first day after they had their whole big thing where he's nervous. He's like,
should I go talk to her?
He's like, we've been through so much together, but like maybe she's just too cool. Like,
he's like, there's no way she's waiting for me.
But she literally is.
She literally was. And he's like, she's so popular. I'm just gonna like. And then he just walks by her. And she's like, what are you doing?
And then she runs up to him and she's like, you're late.
Yeah.
And I loved that scene. Cute. That scene was so cute. And it was great to see it again, but then it pans back and he's watching.
He's watching. He's been there the whole time.
And we are going to edit together a TikTok to the like, every night there. I'll be there. Every Christmas, every birthday, I'll be there.
And it's him in the background. And so it's basically that entire episode where they're trying to like be friends, but they're not. Or Momo's trying to be friends.
The kiss episode?
Yeah, the kiss episode.
As you might recall it.
Yeah. And how they're, like, looking for each other. But they're, like, looking for each other. And then this other guy... Oh, God. What was his name? Did we get his name?
What other guy?
What? That was crazy.
I thought you were talking about someone else. Like, I thought you were like, and then this other guy.
No.
No. He's just Bryce.
Okay.
We can just call him Bryce.
It is. It's just Bryce.
It's just Bryce.
He kind of looks... like a Bryce.
He does look like he'd be a Bryce.
He doesn't look like our Bryce, but he looks like
he could be a Bryce.
Yeah, for sure.
We all know a Bryce.
I actually don't.
I'm trying to think if I know a Bryce.
I actually don't know a Bryce. I know Bryson from high school.
Dude, definitely I had Bryson in my school too.
For sure.
Maybe just our generation.
They
went from Bryce to Bryson.
Yeah.
That's crazy for us to be like Bryson is less obscure than Bryce.
No, Bryce is more obscure than Bryson.
Yeah, I said it, but the opposite. I said Bryson is less obscure than Bryce.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Yep.
But, like, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Yep.
Like, Bryce is a normal name. Bryson is, like, a made-up name.
Bryson is a Utah name.
It is. It is. And I'm pretty sure the person I knew wasn't Mormon. That was named that.
So what's their excuse? What is his parents' excuse?
They got on the Jaden Zayden train.
Okay, yeah.
And then they were like, how do we add this on?
You didn't read Crescent City, did you?
No.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure her name is Bryce also, the main character.
Yeah, her name is Bryce.
Okay. Okay, so you know that much.
Yeah, I read like half of the first book, or maybe like 20%.
Oh my god, we were talking about that book one of the first times we ever got lunch.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yeah. Back at the old job.
I need to read Throne of Glass.
I do too, and I keep needing to every year.
I've been considering that. I added it to my fall TBR, so we'll see.
It's on my winter TBR.
Okay.
Because January is just like so long.
True. TBD.
We'll see.
On my TBR, TBD.
That's cute. Okay. Oh yeah. So basically, he's just following Momo and Okarun around in that episode where they're looking for each other.
And then he sees them kiss, and he's shocked.
Shooketh.
It's
just so. It's when Momo and Okarun are having their cute moment on their different benches. He's just sitting across the bench from Okarun, just like staring at him, and
no one notices.
No one notices. And yeah, he sees them kiss, and then we get the opening. And then it's like, okay, so this whole episode isn't just going to be a flashback. I was worried about that.
I was interested in that too. I was like, what's gonna happen? But yeah, so it gave us all the flashbacks to like establish that he's been creepy.
Yeah.
He's been a creepy stalker for this whole time. And then after the opening, it goes and he's in class with Okarun, and he just watches Okarun. He tries to like walk by Okarun to get his attention. Like he has his like science fiction, occult magazines. And he like walks by holding it. He like gets an action figure and like walks by holding the action figure.
He doesn't approach him at all. He just like basically circles him trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing. And like at one point he like clears his throat and Okarun looks up and then just goes right back to his thing.
Because he doesn't say anything. He looks up and he's like, okay.
And then he finally, like, he has the action figure, like, pointed to Okarun as he's running around him. And Okarun finally is like, can I help you?
Oh, is that what does it? I thought it was just when he starts singing at him. And then he...
Did he start singing at him?
Yes, he started singing at him.
I think he was singing while he was doing that.
Maybe.
And that's what finally, like, Okarun was like, can I help you?
He's like, he's like, hello? He's like, you've never spoken to me before. Why? What
he does. He's like, why is today different? You've never spoken to me. I'm like, that's so me.
That's sad. But like, honestly, but it's like, yeah, like if we've never spoken, why am I supposed to know that you're trying to talk to me? Unless you, like literally say something.
Why not come up to me and be like, hey man,
be normal? Why are you being so weird?
Or like strike, like I'm awkward. But, like, I could figure out, like, oh, hey, I get those magazines, too. Or, like, oh, hey, is that one of those occult magazines? Like, or literally...
look, I have an occult magazine.
A basic intro.
I know.
Or, like, wait, did you get a new backpack? Even if they obviously didn't. Like, just something like that.
But no. But it's because he's supposed to be, like, insufferably cringe. That's his character. And it's, like, it's really frustrating to watch, but they do a great job.
Yeah. And his whole thing, like, the reason he's been doing this, the whole thing, is that he thinks Momo's hot and he likes Momo. And he's like, how have you gotten Momo's attention?
He's like, how are you so... He says it like this, how are you so good with the ladies?
Literally.
And he's like, I'm not.
He's like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
Literally not. And it's so funny when he says that because, like, literally when he first walks into the classroom, he gets pushed on the ground. Okarun gets pushed on the ground.
Yeah.
And there's a girl standing there, and she's like, do you like the view from down there, perv?
Literally.
And then he's like, sorry. And he gets
like, my boy's a nerd. It's just Momo
cool.
and Ira. Like, and so, but he's now convinced that he is, like, really good with the ladies, so he needs to be, like, friends with him and learn his ways.
So that's why he's watching him.
And from this, I learned that Momo was popular. I didn't really, like, I didn't think she was unpopular. Like, she obviously wasn't, like, Okarun. But I just didn't really, like, I just thought she was maybe, like, middle ground.
She was popular enough to have, like, a reputation.
Yeah. Now I'm picturing that, like, she's, like, one of the, like, edgy, like, cigarette smoking kids.
Yes. She's
popular.
Like the edgy cigarette popular kid, and then Ira's like the student body, like, popular kid.
Yes.
Like they're both popular, just like different
types of popular.
Yeah, exactly.
But that didn't, like, clue into me until this episode. I'm like, okay, Momo's popular. So that's also why Okarun. I think because we started out from Momo's perspective, I just was like, oh, she's just a normal girl.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm like, obviously Okarun is nerdy, but, like, I think she's just a normal girl. But, like, now I'm, like, seeing her from the nerd's perspective, and now I understand why Okarun has been so awkward with her.
Because he's like, we are in completely different social classes.
Yes,
here.
exactly. So that was funny. I liked, like, getting that additional, like, info.
Yeah.
About things. Because that makes more sense why Okarun is so awkward.
And, like, nervous and
scared. He's like, surely she doesn't like me. I'm like, she obviously does.
She obviously does.
And then Momo runs in. Speaking of the devil.
Yeah, because she just heard about his golden ball and the ghost in the apartment complex, so she runs to tell him. And she's like, she starts screaming about his golden ball. And so multiple things happen from that. First of all, Okarun is embarrassed, and he's like, can we please talk somewhere else about this?
And she's like, no, this is a huge deal, Okarun.
The second thing that happens is Bryce hears this conversation, and he's like, oh, they use dirty talk with each other?
That's the secret, is that you have to, like, so incel behavior.
No, exactly. Exactly. Oh, and that reminds me, when we get to the end of our discussion, that leads into something I want to talk about.
Okay.
About, like, DanDaDan as a whole, but also it's super relevant to this character.
Okay.
And, okay, that, and then the third thing that happens is when she's, like, yelling at him, and they're like, come on, or she's like, come on, or he's like, can we talk somewhere else? And they get up to leave. This random character
bitch.
Never seen her before in my life.
Apparently the class rep has never defended our man.
Before. Never spoken to him, I guess. And
now all of a sudden that he has the boyfriend effect.
Exactly.
The curly hair boyfriend effect.
Exactly. Which I guess it's not a curly hair boyfriend effect. It's just that his hair got burned. But also, did it not make him cuter?
It did make him cuter. I do have to say, we did get, like, evidence of that in this episode, because his hair is curly, like, in this opening of the show.
Yeah.
Like, during the flashbacks. I'm like, oh yeah, his hair was already curly, like, right after.
Yeah, it was. But still, like, if they hadn't met
and I think him also getting, like, more confidence.
Yeah.
That adds to the boyfriend effect.
It definitely does. But also, like, okay, yes, it was already curly, but it's still... it's not causation, but it is correlation. How about that?
So true.
Okay, thank you. And so, again, she's never spoken to him before, never defended him before, but she goes up to him and she's like, Takakura, you don't have to listen to this girl. Like, she's bullying you. Like, you don't have to
she gets up and she's like, excuse me, you're not in our class. You, like, have to stop coming and barging in our class.
Oh, yeah, she's like, you keep running in and out of... And I thought she was talking to Bryce for a second, because he's just been freaking following them around.
Literally.
So I thought, but no, she's talking to Momo.
And Momo, she was okay. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like,
she's like, I'm not.
And she's like, Okarun, like, come, let's talk in the hallway.
And then that's when Momo gets mad.
And then that's when the girl is like, Okarun, you don't have to go with her.
She calls him Takakura.
Bro. Well, yeah, because his name's not Okarun.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And so she starts yelling at this girl, and she's like, come on, Okarun, tell her that, like, she's a hoe or something. Like, what was she
I don't know, but yeah, and then Momo's like, yeah, tell her, Okarun.
And he's like, whoa, I wasn't gonna say anything, actually.
He's like, literally, what's going on?
I know. He's like, girls are scary.
And then freaking Bryce is watching, and he's like, literally, these two girls are fighting over him.
He's like, he's so popular. And it's
crazy. And I guess maybe light spoiler, but I read on the subreddit that we are going to be seeing more of this girl.
This girl?
Mm-hmm.
Is she the other girl that's in the opening?
I think she might be.
Okay.
That's what I was kind of...
so weird, so it's harder for me to recognize.
Exactly. But I think so, and people seem to like her. Like, people are excited.
Spoiler on what?
On the subreddit.
Why were you on the subreddit?
Because I look at the episode after I watch it.
Okay. Did you go looking for the spoiler?
No.
Okay. I know you like to do that, though.
What do you mean, did I go looking for the spoiler? What spoiler?
Like, about her. Like, did you...
No, I was in... So what I do...
Okay.
And this is how I don't see spoilers, is I go and I go to, like, the episode specific. Like, they'll have a thread that's like, DanDaDan, episode 10? Is this episode 10? We're almost done. Oh my god.
We are? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
This is gonna be crazy. We only have a few weeks left. But yeah, like, I'll go to, like, DanDaDan, episode 10, episode discussion, and then everybody's in the thing, and then someone was like, manga readers know that this was an exciting intro. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be seeing more of her.
Okay. I mean, that's a good introduction to get to know
exactly.
her.
Like, I'm interested in her.
I guess I'm just a little shocked that we got both of the new characters in this same episode. But if there's only 2 more episodes left of the season, which is crazy, then I guess that makes sense.
I feel like we might have gotten Gigi at, like, this point in the first season.
Oh, we definitely did. But, like, we had Ira before Gigi. They weren't introduced in the same episode.
That's true.
So, okay, whatever. So this is... cut to after school.
Yeah.
And they're at the apartment building already.
Well, they're walking to the apartment building, Momo and Okarun,
in a tunnel.
Our creep is following them.
Like, he just, like, is being a literal stalker.
Yeah.
A creepy ass.
And then he accidentally makes noise.
And they're like, hello?
And she goes, Also,
oh yeah, go ahead.
During the classroom scene,
when Momo and the other girl are fighting.
Well, before that.
Oh, okay.
When Momo comes in, he's like standing right next to Okarun, and Momo's like, "Who's this?" And she's like, "Oh, are you a friend of Okarun's?" And he's like, "Yeah."
He's like, well,
and she's
there's
like,
different definitions of friend. I would say he's a friend.
Well, and then she goes, "Yeah, you guys seem like you would be friends." And I'm like, biggest insult ever.
But
to Okarun.
I thought that too, but then it cut and it showed both of them side by side, and they both just have like a similar haircut, and they're both wearing glasses, and they're both holding their occult magazines.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
But it's so funny because now Momo is under this impression that this is Okarun's just like normal friend.
I know.
And so then like later on when they're walking and they see him, Momo's like, "Oh my god, it's your pervy friend."
Yeah. Cause when Momo and that girl are fighting, he's like, "I need to interject. I need to stop
Oh my
this
god,
fight."
this was
so
funny.
And he just says, "Oh, because he had learned from watching Momo and Okarun talk." He's like,
"The ladies like dirty talk. That's the secret to their heart."
Literally harasses them, and he's like, and he goes, "I have a giant wiener."
He just says giant wiener, like no context,
and he's
so crazy.
And he does like this like crazy pose,
and he does the pose, and everybody's just looking at him, and then it's silent. And he goes, "Wiener," again,
and then she's like, "Oh, you want to die?"
Literally. And so now she's just like, "Okay, this guy's a perv," and then she's like, "Okarun, your pervy friend is following us," and Okarun is just like, "This isn't my friend."
He's like, poor Okarun. He has no idea what's going on ever.
And he's so quiet and shy that he doesn't even like say anything. He just is in his head so confused, I'm sure.
He's just along for the ride, and he's like, "Okay, I guess this is what we're doing."
Oh my god. And then he starts floating because the ghost has him.
Yeah, and he flings him at Momo. And he's like, "Oh my god, I'm flying right at Isa. We're about to make contact in 3, 2. But no. No.
My god, dude.
Mr. Takakura, boyfriend of the year. Obviously
he is so boyfriend.
He transforms and he like gets her out of the way, of course. He protects her. But it's just like,
and he's like, "Not cool, dude." Like something really just chill and cool. And
I love this voice actor is really good too.
So good.
And I wish I had his
voice.
name off the top of my head.
I know, and I need to see him in more.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I didn't really recognize him when I looked up his
picture.
Yeah,
me neither. But I just the ability to go from like nerdy, like sweet, nervous Okarun to like super cool, chill.
It's like Alex
confident.
Lee.
So true.
Like
it goes from like silly Gigi to like sexy Jinu Sung.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, that is not Alex Lee.
That is not.
But Alex it was. So okay, and then so he got thrown, and then we look back and we see it's all green now, and we see the orb floating, like his golden ball floating, and she's like, "Let's get your testicle," and Bryce is like, "How come it's okay for you guys to say it, but not me?"
Oh my god.
And it's good. Like, out of context.
Yeah, no, for sure. But, like, why is he so hung up on it? Like, that's their business
like,
if they want to talk like
else.
that.
Like, also, if it looks like they're dating, maybe that's why they dirty talk to each other. Maybe it's not okay for strangers to just try it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's only okay in, like, a certain, like, comfortability circumstance.
Crazy, I know. But
maybe it's only okay when you're basically boyfriend-girlfriend.
They literally are, though. They literally are. Like, she's literally acting like he's her boyfriend, and like, and he's
acting like she's his girlfriend, basically.
I know. It's just like, if you ask him about it, he's gonna get all shy. But they're just acting that way, and it's really cute. They just haven't had the discussion. So they can't grab it. There's like something in the way. Oh yeah. Okarun goes for it, and then he comes back, and he's like, there's a body there. Or he's like, you can't see it, but like there's definitely a body there. And so they're trying to fight this like invisible creature, with just like the ball being the indicator that it's there.
Well, and then our boy helps them, actually.
Yeah, so after a chase through the apartment building and like several near-death falls.
Yeah, and like Momo having to grab on with her thing, like hands, and then she like makes a like bouncy cushion for them, but she falls on top of Okarun.
Yeah, and then
Cute stuff.
Yeah, and he's like, careful, I need to catch my breath. Oh yeah, they hear Bryce in trouble, so they run back up, and then he starts falling, and she saves him. And she saves him frickin' Spider-Man grab.
Yep.
That's just always what I think about.
Yeah.
And then they had this, like, plan. How did they get in this position? How did they get in the position where she's, like, off the building flying? And then he sees it from a different angle, and
so he like runs toward it like he's gonna get it, Bryce,
first of all,
and then he just goes on the other side of it. And then because they're all in different spots, that was his idea.
Okay.
And he learned this from being able to hide and like creep on people, that like you're always like, you can stay out of people's vision in like particular spaces, but there will always be one part where you can see. And so he's like, if all three of us are in different spots, one of us will be able to see, and then that works. They can see.
Okay, yeah, so he did do that on purpose. But like, mind you, that's, yes, he was like, I read it in this magazine. Yes, he did. But then he started practicing it, and
yeah, Pro's weird. But he helped them in this circumstance.
Sure,
so.
Yes, it ended up being useful. So yeah, so she grabs it, and then Okarun does full throttle, or going all out.
Yep.
And he runs at it and kicks it off a building. And then it lands, and it's a tiny little Godzilla.
It's so cute.
It's a cute little Godzilla.
And they're all just like, okay, do. Like, they're not even paying attention.
Yeah, they're like, okay, let's go check it out. And they're like, oh, we can't see the ball anymore. And I'm like, obviously, because, like, the thing was invisible and the ball's inside of it. And so it's not invisible anymore. And it's inside, so I can't see it. Yeah, duh. So they go to check it out. Bro starts growing.
He's giant. He's a big Godzilla now.
And now he's just Godzilla. And I guess they were playing, like, Bowser-esque music.
Oh, that's funny.
As it got bigger, and I was like, awesome, Godzilla. And I was like, okay, so it's not a ghost.
It's an alien?
It's a Godzilla.
Or
it's a different thing.
I was thinking, like, the ghosts, like, take weird shapes sometimes, or weird forms.
Yeah.
So it still could be, but
I guess it's a matter of, can other people see this thing, or only
that's what I
spiritual
wonder.
Power?
We'll have to see.
But if Bryce can see it, then
True, actually.
Also, what are these other side characters going to be doing if they're not possessed or anything? Like, what are they going to be doing?
I really don't know. I wonder.
I wonder too. I kind of just want them to be normal people.
I know. I think that'd be fun to have some normies in there.
I'm like, does everybody need a power? Can't we just have, like, our cool characters have their powers?
Yeah.
Do we need to give powers to, like, the pervy stalker?
Yeah. Maybe he'll, like, watch in, like, a few seasons. He's our favorite character. And, like,
that would be insane.
He's grown, like, so much. I feel like it's always characters like this that, like, end up being, like, they end up getting this crazy turnaround or redemption arc, you know? So.
Can you name one?
No.
Okay. Okay.
But I feel like there's okay, I'm thinking about the first thing that comes to mind, but I don't think this is actually, like, a good example, is the kid from Harry Potter that, like, ended up saving the day. Yeah.
Not the same, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's like that type of thing where it's like,
sure,
it's not specifically the creepy characters, it's like the character you wouldn't expect has this, like, big growth.
Sure.
So.
Okay. That's
we'll
real.
See. Jamie from Game of Thrones. Lannister.
Right.
Like, he's a super horrible character in the beginning, and you're like, he's gross, and you're like, ugh, I do not like him, and then he has a really big redemption arc. Like, if you watch first episode of Game of Thrones, you would not think he ends up being, like, one of the best characters.
Yeah. I don't think, like, that type of character really aligns, though.
But it's not really the type of character, it's the theme of, like, a character you wouldn't expect to like.
Okay, sure. I'll give you that one. So yeah, we have giant Godzilla monster that they're gonna fight next time.
And we have 3 more episodes? Is there 13 this season?
No, there's 12.
No!
So is this 10 and there's only 2 more?
No!
That sucks. And it really sucks.
Are you sure?
That there's only 12? Yes, I looked it up.
Because there was 13 last season. Why would they do only 12 this season?
There was 12 last season.
Was there?
Hold on, let's consult Crunchyroll.
Did I make this up?
Okay, editing Becca, fast forward after my... 12. 12 episodes last season.
Dang.
And yep, that was 10.
I gaslit myself. I thought we were getting 13
that
this
sucks.
whole time, you guys.
That's horrible. Yeah, so only 2 more episodes left. Oh boy, what are we gonna cover?
Interesting.
It's so crazy, like, because Apothecary Diaries was so long and we covered it for so long. Just like the
And
context.
that's gonna be us with freaking Jujutsu Kaisen in January, you
guys.
Oh
yeah, by the way.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna be back in January, but so is Freeman.
Oh my god, what are we gonna do, you guys?
I fear we cannot repeat the craziness of doing Apothecary Diaries and Soul
really
Leveling.
Can't.
That was like insane
I was so
work.
mentally unstable. We were doing hour-long episodes though.
We were.
Maybe we could do it
That's
if it was
so
only
true.
half hour.
Wait.
I was thinking maybe we can do just our bonus episode every month is like a free run recap.
Should we?
Because free run maybe would be better.
Because there's
a bunch
less
of
plot
episodes.
happening,
yeah.
So we can just talk about more about this show.
Exactly.
That might work. Okay. So about this like super pervy like incel character. Okay, and then like we've discussed it previously, just kind of our take about like the theme of DanDaDan and like how some people criticize it for being like overly sexual and like having Momo in these like dangerous situations and stuff. But so I've never seen their username before. Goosey Goober on TikTok.
Okay.
I reposted their video on our page if you guys follow us, so you can watch it there also, or you can just look it up. They do a really good, and I'm saying they because I'm not sure of the pronouns, so articulate really well, and just like broke it down like. It's stuff that like we know, but we haven't really been able to put into words.
Yeah.
So this show is about like a Japanese high school girl's experience in Japan, and how the aliens represent like modern incel culture, because that's why they're disguised as like modern like Japanese businessmen and like incels that like we've created the perfect being but we can't reproduce. And it's like, what does that sound like? It sounds like guys online today.
Yep.
And then all the yokai are like victims of like systems of oppression over the years, and how they're like the downside of like tradition. Yeah. So it's like tradition versus like modernism, but like, and how they can have toxic effects on today's youth in different ways. And this character, being, as far as we know, he doesn't have powers, he's just like a kid. He's like, he is kind of like becoming the result of that like incel culture. Yeah. Because he's like Okarun, where he has like the magazine, so like obviously that's his interest. And if what that like science fiction side of the show represents, science fiction versus supernatural side represents like, again, like incel culture or like modernism, it shows like how horrible that is for a young boy's like social skills, because he clearly like he thinks highly of himself, but like in a very weird way. Yeah. And where it's like he's also insecure, clearly, and he's learning all the wrong lessons from watching people, instead of just like talking to them like normal. And
and we see the reverse of that with Okarun, where like he has the same type of setup where he is obsessed with like aliens and stuff, and he could very easily give into that incel culture, but instead he ends up not doing that, and he ends up like when Momo's in trouble and a girl's in trouble by like these aliens that he reveres, that he's always dreamed of like being abducted. Yeah. He goes against them and saves her.
Yes, because I must have sent this to you.
Yeah,
because he's like embodied with like the wild woman of Turbo Granny.
True. Yes.
So yes, he's a boy, but it's like if you have like a young man but raised by a raging feminist.
Yes.
I love it when young men are raised by raging feminists. Mm-hmm. They make like the best life partners in my experience.
Men that are just around a lot of women.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so like they have like very similar setups, like you said. It's just like one of them is like seeing things from a girl's perspective, and the other one is just like, how do I look cooler?
Yeah.
And he's not looking at Momo to figure out like what she likes or anything. He's studying Okarun.
Yes.
But he wants to be more appealing to Momo. So exactly. So I just thought that was interesting, and yeah, that user explained it in a really like articulate way, and it felt super relevant with this weird ass character.
Another note about this show, I don't know if we've talked about it or if we knew this. I found this out recently and I forgot about it, and then I was reminded on the subreddit.
Okay.
The creator of this like story, like the manga and everything, he had been trying to write a successful manga for like years, and nothing was like working. And then he was recommended to he read over 100 shoujos and like romance anime manga to like before making this.
Is that why the cute ass romance in the show hits so good?
Yes.
So
apparently.
So I guess if you do educate yourself with like the girl's perspective, maybe you can make better art.
No, literally. And I like that makes so much sense why
really
this is so good.
Because exactly, we're watching it and we're like, this is clearly a shonen and it's not made by a woman.
Exactly.
But like both as women, and it's like so sexual in nature. So we're watching this and it's like on any other
surface
show,
if you just describe this show, it doesn't sound like something that we would like.
Yes, it sounds like something that would make us super uncomfortable,
but it's so well presented and it just doesn't feel it
doesn't feel to me.
And we have been like saying from the beginning that like these things that are happening to Momo, they are symbolic of things that happen to women. And
exactly.
Like, it's not good. Like, we're not saying this is good that this is happening, but it's portraying this coming of age story in an honest way.
And it's not in a way where it's like people throw in essay in like a historical drama because, well, that's how that happens in real life. Because like, that's not a reason to throw it into your story.
Well, and like, it's like you don't want to just randomly throw it into the story, and you don't want to do it in a way that's like super
horrific, scary to watch,
and like distasteful, I feel like. But there are things where it's like, yes, that was a part of that time, and like it's part of the story to tell it. And that's what all these feel like, is that they're part of Momo's coming of age and Okarun's coming of age, and that's why these things are happening.
Exactly. And also it's a lot of it is metaphorical, first of all, so that like tones it down a bit. It's also literal, but also metaphorical. And also, like, it's been unsuccessful the whole time. Like, she's made it out every single time.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that Momo is always able to take control of her own, like, power and, like, take that back every single time. And she's never been saved by Okarun. It's always
he's like been there. He's
there for her, and he's tried to save her a lot of times, but it's always her in the end that is like saving herself and saving both of them.
Yeah, with the getting out of the spaceship the first time. Yes, he helped because he interrupted the like surgery ? Yeah. But she's the one who like got them out of the situation, and then that was the beginning of this season, technically, with the volcano. She was the one who, like, got the volcano to, I mean, not stop, but, like, she saved the town. Okarun wasn't a part of that at all.
Nope.
And yeah, so, like, the only, like, the major boy character in the show is, like, I don't want to say her sidekick, but he's there.
But it does feel like that, and it's a shonen, it's a switch up of shonen, where the girl is the sidekick. It's like, he is kind of like a Mikasa.
Yeah, he's there in full support of Momo.
And it's like, and he is a full character still. Like, Mikasa is a full character in Attack on Titan, but she is kind of, and she's, like, more skilled than Eren even in Attack on Titan. Like, she's the better fighter. but it's like she's still there to like complement Eren. And I feel like that is what Okarun is a lot of the time, is that he's there to complement Momo, and like he is there as like part of her story. And whenever we see his, like, even when we have seen his story develop, like his training in the last few episodes, like it's because he was training to be better for Momo. It's about like, this is Momo's story. She's the main character, and I did not realize that going into this show, and I love it. Yeah, I love it too. So I guess, yeah, shonen isn't a bad genre as long as you have, like, a good, strong female character at the center of it. Exactly. That's what I'm learning. More women. More women, period. More women in anime. I want to make a shirt like that's so freaking bad. More women in anime? Just women in anime, but the anime is, like, dots. Like, women like in STEM. Yeah. Okay. I want to do this so bad. That'd be cute. Okay. It's too late to do that this year, but soon. I mean, we could pull it off. We'll see. All right. In the meantime, you can follow us on social media at Anime for Blondes Pod on TikTok and Instagram. And make sure that you're subscribed on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, wherever you like to listen to podcasts. Comment below what your favorite holiday anime are. Like, yes, if you have any spooky Halloween favorites, any, like, just cozy, like, around this holiday season going into it, what are your favorite go-tos, rewatches? So yes, October, November, and December. Yes. We need those. Yes. We're scheduling right now, so we're working on it. Get them in, guys. Submit. And then we'll see you next Monday. Bye.
Anime for Blondes.